Hi everyone, it's Diane. I don't really have much time to do a very long video, but I do have a list of videos to do, so I figured I would try to do at least a short one. This is my art journal that I completed, and it's a Strathmore multimedia book, hardcover book that I got on clearance at Michael's or something. So after I completed it, it was a brown cover and it was all messed up from the art journaling that I did, paint and stuff. So I covered it up with collaged papers and this magazine image. I used to subscribe to Victoria magazine back in the 90s, I think, for several years, and I saved many of the images and have them all filed because I thought I would use them for decoupage. This is sort of a decoupage. And so I like that image, so I put her on here. And then this little illustration is from an old book on, oh, there's a glare here, on raising children. I can't read what it says, but I thought it was appropriate. There's a little boy at his mother's knee. I'm going to move the book so I can read what it says. The caption, "Can you make his eyes sparkle with delight as you tell your story?" And since art journaling is about telling a story, I thought that was a perfect illustration to put on the front cover. I used some stickers to spell out art journal. And then the rest is just miscellaneous scrapbook papers. I painted the spine, this pretty blue color, and I stamped number 1 because it's my first completed art journal, and stamped 2014 on it. And then here's the back, collaged with some more papers, and then another picture from Victoria magazine. So what I'm going to do is just flip through the pages without much comment, and because some people had asked me about tutorials or how I do my pages, and I don't do tutorials because I don't know how to edit the videos. So I'm just going to flip through it, show the pages, and then I'll do longer videos, maybe talking in more detail about what I did on the pages without actually doing a tutorial. So here we go on the inside. I just covered the inside with one piece of paper. It had this little square, a rectangle spot on it, so I wrote Art Journal of Diane Hubert, Spring through October 2014, number 1. And then on the front page, I saved this for last, and I just did it very simply, and I just used stickers that says art, and then wrote tells a story, and I used part of a tag and just to write about what kind of a book it was, what kind of paper I used, and stapled it on there. Some of these pages I've already shown, but I'll just go through it and try to give you a good view. These are rubber stamps here, and that one. There's a lot of collage on this page and some stamping. I didn't like the way these two don't look good together. It looks like a mess because they're so different. So after that, I just started doing 2-page spreads, make them more cohesive. These, so far, all of these I have shown on another video. This one has modeling paste on it. Now, when I left off here when I did the last video, and I posed a question as to how other people use their pages for actual journaling, because I really do want to journal. And sometimes I journal quite a lot. So on this page I actually, it was a 6x6 page with journaling lines on it, and I tore it and collaged it on there and used it for journaling. The next page I used this coin envelope and distressed it, stamped on it, and sprayed it and whatnot, and then put this folded 6x6 journaling card in there, scrapbook paper, and did my journaling on that. And on this page I just didn't have so much writing to do, but I did it just on the page, quite large. This is an image that I actually drew a long time ago when I used to draw quite a bit, and I cut her out of my old sketchbook and colored her and put her in there. And for journaling on this page I used this notebook I bought with real thin paper, the Lehigh Valley Railroad Company log book, and I tore one of the pages out, collaged it down there, and then sprayed it and wrote on it for journaling. As I said, I'll do other videos with more detail as to how I did the pages, if whatever I can remember. This one I have a stencil that's a spiral, so I drew in the spiral and then journaled around that. This was made with, I drew the girl and then cut her into pieces and traced her onto text paper and scrapbook paper, and then glued her all together on the page. It's a card from a Filodex, whatever that is. This one has a lot of modeling paste on it. This is another image from Victoria magazine. This one has striped stencil, so I use that as the journaling lines. I like the colors on that page. This one, another image from Victoria magazine, and then this was a piece of artwork that might have also been from Victoria magazine. And in just rifling through my folders, my file, I pulled that out, and then since my title was It's a Journey, I just used watercolor crayons and continued the road that's in this down here, so it looks like she's starting out on a journey. I didn't really care for this page because I had some black and some white paint, and it just looked too gray. I tried to lighten it up, and I just really wasn't happy with it. And I wanted to be happy with it because it was my last full spread in the book, but this is a Cricut cutout. And then that's the last page. And then on the back cover, I put an old library pocket on there that came out of a library book. And the name of the book is You Are Ridiculous. I just thought that was cute, so I left that in there. And then I put a couple of cards in here to just write a little bit about the pages that I had done. So that's my first completed art journal. And when I have more time, I'll go through and give more detail on the pages. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just leave a comment and I'll try to answer. Thanks.